Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be building a Hive Tyrant, but not for a Tyranids army. You're saying to yourself right now, what? What is he saying? Well, we're building it. Let me get this up. We are building this for a little concept that I have for a Maggotkin army for Age of Sigmar. I mean, it's no secret that Age of Sigmar is my main game. I think I would really like some type of like Alpha Predator for the game. And, you know, I've seen some homebrew rules and all that kind of stuff, but when people homebrew stuff, it's a little weird sometimes, and I'd rather do like a counts as army. So doing it counts as Maggotkin works a couple ways. I think that one, it works that it is there. I feel like demons is the right place for them to be right now. I mean, if I'm copying any army, I feel like demons would be the one to copy, because they're the ones, I mean, that make the most sense. They have all these creatures and monsters, you know, so it doesn't have to be like, oh, this is that guy, or this is, you know, and a lot of the base sizes are kind of similar to what I would want. So this guy would be the Lord of Afflictions. This is what we're kind of going for this build, is the Lord of Afflictions. I mean, you can also use these as like a demon prince. You know, there's all sorts of like potential here in these models. And these models are really cool. Like, I really like, no, my cat's eating stuff he's not supposed to. I really like the models. I like what their aesthetic is. You know, I think there's a couple things that we could do to kind of change them to fit Age of Sigmar more. Like if this was an Age of Sigmar army, bugs make sense, right? Like for them being just bugs, or like some type of like rock golem creatures that are also bugs. I don't know. Been playing around with some lore. Hey. Sorry, I have a dumb kitty cat in my room. He's being dumb. But you know, I had some ideas that maybe does this go here? This goes here. Okay. That, you know, the mortal realms are tired of the fighting from all the different races and stuff like that, and instead of, you know, and like the gods, like they're tired of their like quarrels and stuff. So instead, they've decided to create their own being of destruction that would come in and, you know, clear the world of its problems. It's kind of my like loose interpretation of it. 22. So yeah, I think, and then, you know, we get cool things like the what's it called, the big fat model dudes, the demon guys. Those would be cool as like carnifexes and stuff, and or like even bigger models. Yeah, I think there's a lot of ideas here, and this is just kind of the start of that idea, and see if, you know, if it would work, if it makes sense, if the paint colors and all that stuff kind of work too. So yeah, we'll see kind of as we develop here. And where's 24? Is right here. Hey! The cat's eating the cords on my 3D printer. Like, it's like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? And also, guys, even if it doesn't work out, I gotta paint a cool Tyranid model. And my brother plays Tyranids or he wants to play Tyranids for 40K anyway, so I'll be able to do something with this model. And it just looks cool, so I could just have like a cool display piece if I wanted. That one already cleaned. Just want to do some good job cleaning these because you don't want like little nubbies on them. And I'm pretty sure I cleaned this, but let's double check. Yeah. Okay. This goes flush here. Oh boy, and the whole thing stands on this? That's, oh, it hooks into this one. I was like, wait, Games Workshop, sometimes when you do things, you do them weird, and it makes me sad. Hopefully by now, you guys have seen that we have a podcast. That I have a podcast on this channel now. It's trying some new stuff out for the new year. See how that goes. Hopefully you're enjoying it, but who knows at this point, right? It was just an idea that I had that I think it would be fun, and just kind of expanding on what I have going on. Do that. It's one thing I remember about Tyranids is that they have lots of seam lines that aren't the coolest. Where does this go? This goes on. Oh, that's where he sits on. I was like, wait, how does this? I think it goes on top of this. I was like, what is this weird piece? And it's like, oh, that's the piece that goes on the base. So that's gonna go here. So let's get that glued on. We want him, you gotta look at the box to see kind of where it's posed at so that, you know, when you have him on here, it's not the end of the world if it's super unbalanced and stuff like that. So let's take this, it goes like this is the front. Okay, so let's let that get over there and get kind of dry. We will be using more of this for some other parts, but not a lot of them. All right. So now let's go on to the legs. Don't know if they're here. No, they're not here. This whole sprue is pretty much most of the pieces that we're using here. So we want 25. 25. And the cool thing about Tyranids is that they have like a lot of pieces that are left over at the end of the box so that I could make some other conversions later, stuff like that. There's a lot of cool pieces in here. Definitely a cool set. 26 right here. I hate when they hide the pieces in the middle here. We just gotta go through and then clean up those. I think if, you know, I was like for sure just gonna do this for the game, for Age of Sigmar, I would do some other customizations to the model. I think that would make it a little bit better, like the vents on the top of the guys. I would probably get rid of those and maybe sculpt some like just bigger carapaces on them, just like it's just a big carapace instead of hoses and tubes and stuff like that. But since you know, we're just kind of doing a proof of concept right now. I don't think it's necessary. This is definitely not that piece. So it goes like that. A little weird, it's a little funky in here. Maybe it goes like, maybe I put the wrong one on the piece. That's always a possibility too, which I don't think I did. I remember when these models used to be like all metal, and back in my day. Do we do this? I think we maybe messed them up. Let's go here. I think I had them on wrong. I think I got them flipped at some point. Is it like that? Because this one looks like it fits in here pretty perfectly. Like the tendons line up. And this guy, I don't know what he's doing. He's just crazy in here. Maybe it goes like that. Let's go like that. Let's go that. Let's go with that. Now this time we won't lose the pieces, and we'll remember which one goes where. So we'll cut this apart. 30 and oh, this is 26. Did I cut the wrong piece? Is that what the problem was? Uh-oh. Wait, 26. Oh shoot. Okay, so the problem is that I took the wrong piece. So this is probably this one that's not really fitting correctly. And it's probably this one goes in here. See? I build models forever and I make mistakes. Maybe I had it right the first time. Let's go back here. Let's get this re-goopered. That looks like that goes there. And then this guy, which is not the new one, we want the new one, which is this guy. I'm lost. Lost. Well, it fits, so let's leave that there. Let's keep this one as 29. We'll kind of do it that way. I mean, I would say just when you do it at home, just pay more attention than what I just did, because I messed up. And now one of these is gonna look weird. Maybe. It's always important to check the piece number. Did not anticipate that 26 and 29 were both claw pieces. So that is, maybe, I'm gonna blame the manufacturer here. Maybe don't do that. For our dyslexic hobbyers. Okay, I think they look fine. They're fine. Okay, so now we gotta put the legs onto this. And it looks like, where did they go? Oh, they go here, okay. So let's put some glue here. Take our leg, put it in here. Let's hold it for a second. So you might want to do some gap filling or something before you glue this together. Oops, we want, what's going on here? Let's turn this around. There we go. So he's got his little legs in his flying position. Assume the flying position. Okay, now we have the body. So see, like I was saying, like it has these little tubules. Probably wouldn't have them on like the real ones. I would probably take them off and change them a little bit. This is piece 1. I'm checking this time that I am correct before removing the piece from the thing. 1 and 2. 2 is here, I'm guessing. Yes, this is 2. I hope you guys like the building videos. I don't know, maybe I could do this on Twitch or something. It'd probably be more entertaining for you guys. But you know, my desk isn't really set up for that kind of stuff yet. Just use I like to use the curve file just because it can get into most places. And let's go here. So these are all mostly on the bottom, which is good, which means we won't really see them. Okay, so we go here. This goes here. Put this guy on top here. Okay, and then we need 4 goes, where does this go? Oh, right here. I was like, where does this go? It's right there. Let's clean that. You know, just throw stuff anywhere, you know, they can go wherever you want. Just try your best to push them together and create as little of a seam gap as you can. So that'll go there, and then we need 6 and 5, which this will be 6 here. And 5 will be right here. Clean off our pieces. Okay, and we need 8. I forgot to cut that piece out. Which is right here. And we do the same thing that we did on the other one. Just fill in the spots with our glue. here. Put this, hold it upside down so we can see the connection better. There we go. Now 3 and 7. Show these guys. B7. And 9, which is this guy has the line on the bottom. I'm not cutting out a 6. Paid attention this time. Okay. Let me clean this guy up. What's the other one? Oh, there it is right there. I was like, where did... Sometimes it's hard to find out where they were. You want to do your best job to clean them. Especially like on this organic model, it's not, you know, it's not like a machine or something that can have like all those crazy different bumps on it and stuff. So do your best to clean it up. And then here, we gotta just shave off that nub there. Okay, now we take these. Does this go inside? How does this work? Oh, it's like a collarbone. I see. I think I see anyway. So let's take this. Does this have the pins that go in there? Yeah, it does. Okay, good. Like, don't need to waste glue putting in there if it's not going to be even covered. At least use it to save on mold plastic. Okay, there's that. And then this guy goes on top here, I think. Right here, yeah, goes right there. So let's just put our glue there. And then let this kind of fall into place there. And then we can smooth over the sand spot right there, just to clean that up. Now we get this covered in glue, so we can put this on. And then do the same for the other side. And we have his chest cavity built. Now, usually, I'm thinking, let me think. Yeah, we would use super glue for this, just because he's kind of posed high up. I don't want any mistakes. So let's take this, let's put some glue here. Do a decent job covering it. Then we take our accelerant and we dab it in here. Okay, and then we look at kind of how it's posed. We want it kind of pointing sideways, leaning forward a bit, kind of like that. So, you okay?
Yeah. Yeah. She's being murdered by our kitty cat.
Oh, okay. So then the head, it says to do this one, but I like the other head in the set. So let's do that one. Let's see, where can we find it? This one. This head right here. I like this head more. The Swarm Lord's head. So 55 and 56. Six. And then 54, which is this big, I like the blade on the head. It's cool because it's like a sword, and we're going for like an Age of Sigmar aesthetic kind of deal, so that's what we're gonna do. And I haven't really decided the color of the carapace yet and stuff like that, and the blades. Like I was thinking the pink maybe for them, but that doesn't make sense. But like a rusty brown might be cool. Like a potted thing. So I might go with like a brown type of color and distress it and stuff like that. They do have like a rust paint. I think that might look pretty cool. So maybe we'll do that. We'll look into that rust paint stuff because I haven't really used that before either, so it can be like a whole big experiment. But then like, yeah, how do you repainting over? Because I'm sure my brother would repaint this if I were to give it to him. You know, so it doesn't really make sense that. So the mouth goes in, slides in here, okay. But I think if these guys were like, if they were to ever put like a monster type faction into Age of Sigmar, how the fuck is this supposed to go here? Then, you know, I think they would, I would want them to be destruction. You know, I don't think we have a lot of destruction armies right now. I kind of count the Gloomspites and the Orcs as one, which, you know, you may not. But I think that it would be cool because it just makes sense. Like they're there to just destroy the world and make it into, just reset it, just reset the world. That's cool, I like that head. And then we're gonna put the adrenal gland on it because it, you know, guts and gore and stuff is part of the Nurgle, whole Nurgle's deal. So definitely putting this on it. And that goes in here. Let me see the bottom of this. Put that there. Okay, now for the arms. The weapons. The weapons on the Putrid Blightlord, I think that's what he's called, they are, go through on the bottom slot. Okay, so they are like a spike, like a pike thingy. But we have some bone swords thingies here. Like this sword is pretty cool. But I also like just the talons. The talons are pretty cool because it's just more like, oh, it's just a monster. And that it is kind of what it is. You can always do one of these and like a bone sword also. So like this and then a bone sword. But that might look weird. So I'm just gonna go with the regular pincery arms, scythe arms, just is a flying beast that his purpose is to kill. sure this didn't have a did. Okay. Okay. So now let's put those in his body here. Oh, no, I didn't want to do this. I wanted to stand by. Let's take a clean that up. Okay. So what we're gonna do, we're not gonna use this glue. Since again, like I said, might be used for something else later, might give it to my brother. We're gonna use super glue in here, just a little drop of it to get these guys attached. That's probably our best choice, course of action. So we're just gonna put a little teeny drop in here so you can snap it off. You just put it in the, all you gotta do is put it in the freezer for a little bit, and then you can just pop it right off. So let's put that there. And same thing on this side. So I'm gonna put a little teeny drop right there. And then go in here. Put the accelerant in there. In my experience, the accelerant also makes it kind of brittle, so will help in its removal later. So we got it in like a nice little hair pose. It's the technical term for it. Now we get its wings. So let's get number 35, which is this guy. This wing is gigantic. It's cool. Oh, that's a weird flash on there. Does it tell you to clean it off? Some big like tabs on these pieces here. Okay. So here's our wing. So you can see right here, this has like this big old piece of flashing right there. I was like, what do I do with that? But it just pops off. So, like always, we clean up our cut marks. And then we go through here. Clean this up. Okay. And it looks like it kind of like settles into the arm up here, like into the body. How does this work? Oh, it goes like that. Okay, it kind of hooks into the back of the body here. So let's get some glue there. And just kind of set it in there. There's one. What fell? You guys saw it. I didn't see it. What fell? Tell me. So we just work on his other arm really quick. And that will wrap up our Hive Tyrant slash Nurgle, Megakin of Nurgle, Putrid Blight Lord guy thing. plastic feels a lot harder than the plastic that was the rest of the body. Maybe because it's thin. It feels almost kind of brittle when I'm sanding it. Like I feel like the plastic being like, help. Okay. So let's take him, grab it kind of as best we can, put it in here, as well as in the little crook right here. And pop it. Or it's maybe different. No, it's not. Okay. Just go like that, and then like that. So let's push that together. And if you want to, you can go back over it with glue. Just be careful because yeah, see, it does that. When you do that, it just remelts the plastic and can cause a problem. So let's just do that. Very cool. There is our Hive Tyrant. You know, you guys get it. There's our Hive Tyrant guy. As always, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next Wednesday when maybe we'll be painting this guy. I don't know how the schedule's going to be yet, but check it out.